This is the naming angles video. Alright, we're going to start by identifying the parts of an angle. Okay, so this point right here, B, would be the vertex. Okay, the vertex is a point where the two sides meet. Okay, it's in the middle, it's kind of like the point of the angle. Okay, that's the vertex. So the vertex is B. The sides would be the two rays from B to A and from B to C. Those would be the sides. Okay, so sides are made up of rays. Okay, not segments, not lines, but rays. Okay, and these would be BA, starting at the vertex and going towards the arrow, and then again starting at the vertex B and going towards C. CB and AB are not the sides. It has to start at the vertex, okay, and go out. Same thing when you name this angle. This angle can be named, this is the angle symbol. It looks like a little angle, so that makes sense. Okay, and it can be labeled A, B, C, but B has to be in the middle because B is the vertex, so it can't be BAC. B has to be in the middle. Another name could be C, B, A, but again, B has to be in the middle because it's the vertex. You can also name a ray just using the vertex, so we could label this or name this angle B. And you can also name it using a number. Sometimes you'll see numbers in here. Okay, if it has a degree symbol, that means that's how big the angle is. That's telling you the measure of the angle. But if it's a number without a degree symbol, then you can use that to name it. So this could also be angle 2. Also, just as a review, this is an acute angle. Okay, acute angles are small angles. They are less than 90 degrees. Okay, but this would be classified as an acute angle. Alright, in this next example, the vertex would be E. Alright, and then the sides of the angle would be the rays starting at E and going towards D, so we could do ED, and starting at the vertex E and going towards F. Those would be the sides. Okay, to name this angle, I could name it angle D, E, F. E is the vertex, so it has to be in the middle of the name. Or I could name it using the angle symbol, angle F, E, D. Again, E is the vertex, so it would have to be in the middle of the name. I can also name it just using the vertex, so I could name it angle E. And again, if there was a number in here, like the number 1, I could name this angle 1. Alright, this is a right angle. I know it's a right angle because it has this little box in here. Okay, that little box means that it's a right angle. It also means that this is a 90-degree angle. Okay, acute angles are less than 90 degrees. Obtuse angles are bigger than 90 degrees. And a right angle is a perfect 90-degree angle. Alright, in this next example, okay, H here is the vertex. Okay, and your sides would start at the vertex, so H, and go towards I, or it could start at H and the other side would go towards G. Those are your sides. Okay, naming this angle, I would use the angle symbol, okay, which looks like an angle, and I could name this G, HI, H being the vertex, so it has to be in the middle. I could name this angle using the angle symbol, IHG. Again, H has to be in the middle because it's the vertex. I could also name it angle H, just using the vertex, or if there was a number in here, like the number 3, I could name this angle 3. Okay, this is an obtuse angle, okay, which means it's a big angle, bigger than 90 degrees. Alright, this picture has a lot going on. Okay, we have lots of sides of angles. We have lots of angles. Okay, so starting here at the left, I can look and say that this is an acute angle here. Okay, I can name this, let's say this is angle 1. Okay, I can name this angle E, O, D, or angle D, O, E. In this case, I cannot name it angle O. Okay, because O is the vertex, that is true, but O is also the vertex of the angle right next to it. So I cannot use angle O as a name, because angle O is the vertex of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 angles. So that's not a good name. Okay, this angle right next to it, I could label it with a 2 in here and call that angle 2. I could also call it angle EOC or angle COE. Again, O being the vertex. Okay, there's also an angle right here, which is right next to angle 2. I'm going to label that angle 3. So that could be named angle 3. It could also be named angle COB or angle BOC. And then over here, I'm going to label that angle 4. And angle 4, I can also name it angle BOA or angle AOB. These angles are adjacent to each other. Adjacent means next to. Okay, adjacent angles share a side. Okay, so angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent. Okay, 1 and 2 are adjacent. They share this side here in the middle. Okay, angle 2 and angle 3 are adjacent because they share a side. They would share this side here. Angle 3 and angle 4 are adjacent. Angle 1 and angle 3 are not adjacent. Angle 1 and angle 4 are not adjacent. Angle 2 and angle 4 are not adjacent. They have to be right next to each other and they have to be sharing a side in order to be adjacent. Okay, when I first started talking about this example, I said that there were 7 angles in this example. So we've talked about 4 of them, angle 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to erase this and then show you where the rest of the angles are coming in at. Alright, another angle can be, still O being the vertex, it could be this angle. Okay, so this could be angle 5. It's made up of angle 1 and 2 together, okay, but this is its own separate angle. Okay, so this could be angle EOC COC, or angle COE, or angle 5. And again, that's why we cannot use O as a name, because there's all these different angles in this picture. Okay, another angle, we could start over here. Okay, that could be angle 6. That could also be angle DOB, or angle BOD. Okay, so that's 6 angles so far. I said another angle could be here at C over to A. So we could label this angle 7, and this could be angle COA or angle AOC. And one last angle, which is the least obvious of them all, is this angle right here in yellow, which doesn't look like an angle at all. It looks like a straight line. That's actually called a straight angle for obvious reasons, because it's straight. Looks like a straight line. A straight angle, this could be named angle 8 if I wanted to label it with a number, or it can be labeled angle EOA. Yes, it could also be named AOE. Quite frankly, it could be line AE. Okay, but sometimes like a straight line and a straight angle are the same thing. It just depends on how you're looking at it. So this straight angle measures 180 degrees. Okay, so it's like two right angles bumped up right next to each other. A straight line measures 180 degrees. So sometimes you want to talk about the line, sometimes you want to talk about this area that's going on in here. So sometimes you want to talk about it being a line, sometimes you want to talk about it being 180 degrees. So straight lines are straight angles, which seems weird, but it could happen. And this angle, this straight angle still has a vertex of O. Okay, it's in the middle.